Ride, 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 rock, ride, 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 rock. I'm in the cut getting low with my real ones. I'm in the grind, keep it fly with my real ones. I'm on the move, count funds with my real ones. If you a hater, you can holler at my real ones. You try and bust a shorty, do it for a real one. You drop a load and make it bounce for a real one. You bout the cash, get it fast with a real one. It gets real when you rockin' with a real one. I'm on the grind, getting just what I came for. And I ain't playing with these niggas or these lame hoes. You think it's different? Listen, I ain't trippin'. Same game, different board, but I ain't playing different. I want it all. Bank shot call. 8-ball corner pocket, yeah, I'm dropping all. Just to pick it up, all the green gets curtains. I brought a duffel bag, all the cash off the surface. It's my house, so tell me what you thought though. I see it all and catch it all like a GoPro. I been pro, but you just catching up. Holmes essay, relay more than all, going loco. Pull up, make the backside rewind. Pull up, making sure it's all mine. That's how I go in the jungle where I'm from. I'm the king, never cease to go and tell you what I want though. I'm in the cut, getting low with my real ones. I'm in the grind, keep it fly with my real ones. I'm on the move, count funds with my real ones. If you a hater, you can holler at my real ones. You try and bust a shorty, do it for a real one. You drop a load and make it bounce for a real.
Ivy, Katie, whatever you want to call me. We are Rawrrzone on location on behalf of Rawrrzone Media and the Evening Rush Radio Network. I am here live at Sango Hall for the 505,000 experience. And you know, as usual, I am biased. I am so happy to be here with the man that's going to have the best show in the entire night. You be seeing him either version of his song or both on Rawrrzone on a weekly basis. The video, too. The man, the myth, the legend, Josh Banton.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Josh Banton, Banton, and we here with Katie K for the Rawrrzone on location. You feel what I'm saying? I'm happy to be here. Shout out to S-Rock and Rockview Entertainment for this experience and this event. And we're looking to have a good night tonight. You feel what I'm saying?
Man, I continue to be so happy to see the trajectory of how Stand On and got a great reception since the release event.
Oh man. That has been such a, that honestly, like that's all God, because I truly, when I made it, it was more so of like, it was for me. Like I felt like God was really trying to show me something in me, and it came out in music within my gift. And when we put it together and we got Jazzy J on it and everything kind of came together, it was just like, oh nah, this is a song. And then we just released a snippet. We released the snippet in January, and to see everybody's response to it from the snippet, and then it got released later on in March, and then like we have been pushing it from all then up until now. We dropped a remix. To see how everybody's been gravitating towards it, believers, non-believers, peoples of different walks of life, all resonating with the message that whatever it is that you're going through, there's always hope on the other side, and God is good for real.
I always we've talked about this so many times, but I gotta put it back here and like give the props to Akira for teaching you the actual way of the remix and like telling you how important an actual remix is. Because we've had these conversations, but like this man put out a remix version of his own song, and instead of him doing the same words like a lot of people are getting lazy with, this man flips in a whole new verse. It could be almost a basketball song. I was like, okay, Josh, I'm with all of this. I can't curse because, you on the God route now, so. But that's just fire!
I appreciate that, man. Ironically, I hate to admit this about the man,
Because he's old?
I mean, he's always old. He's going to forever be old and bald.
Sorry, Akira.
Love you to death, bro. But no, I recorded it originally on the original beat. I made a whole new verse, had a whole new feature, but it was still on the original beat. And it was Akira really who was just like, I can't keep hearing that beat every time, bro. Like, we gotta do something different. And dude just like got quiet. He ghosted me for a minute, and then like he came out of nowhere, was just like, so I did a thing. And then he made this beat, and it was just like, it gave it a whole new life, a whole new feeling. It actually felt like summertime, you know what I mean? Like, mind you, this song was written in January. Stand on It could have been in the summer, but the remix specifically feels like it was made for the summer. And again, I got to give all praise to God, but also I just got to give my flowers to Akira just for being astute, for being someone that has been a huge asset in my life musically, and that he has the ear to hear something like this and how to transform it and make it the song that it is now. And he gave it a whole new life.
So Stand on It alone surpassed the video with Jazzy J surpassed 1,000 views within 5 days.
Woo! Don't throw numbers at me, man. Oh my God. Really?
I paid attention that whole week because I know I can't see your background analytics. Within 5 days, I saw that go from the 500 within like 2.5, 3 hours.
Yeah.
To 1,000. I was like,
and I thought I was paying attention. Yeah.
That's my job to pay attention. How did that feel for it to get like to really get that class that you were picturing about?
Well, it means something different now because before I was doing it for the claps of myself, right? Like I wanted the praise, I wanted all the admiration or whatever. And so with this song and the video specifically, to see people in real time just flood to it the way that they did, it showed me, one, that there's a need. That's what it really showed me, that there's a need for music like this, for messaging like this, and that people could relate to this in so many type of ways. And I think one of the things that it did too was it showed a very different image than we're used to seeing on social media. We're seeing a black family. We're seeing a family that is wholesome. You're just seeing everybody that's around is just having a good time. It doesn't have to include nothing else outside of just positivity, love, hope, and just a good time and proclaiming the name of God. Like it's I think something like that, especially within my peers in the indie space, is not really heard of. And it was something I was very nervous about when I made the transition, because it was like, people know me for one thing, and I was like, well, if I go this route, how are people going to feel? And at some point I had to realize, well, am I doing it for them, or am I doing it truly for me? And I think because I had to recognize that, every move that I've made, including the music video, has rendered results like that, you know? And I think, I'll say, like, one of the things that I told God was like, yo, if I'm going to make this transition, you got to show me that your way is better than anything I've done before. I say that to say, you talk about 1,000 views in 5 days. Temperature, my first ever solo music video,
Never reached 1,000.
it hasn't even reached 1,000 yet, and it's been 8 months, 9 months now. It's still sitting at like 600 and something. We are about to crack 2,000 views, you know, and just more insights on that, and like it's insane. It's insane. And we're about to crack 2,000 views within what, almost 2-3 months. So there's not even a ceiling yet, you know.
So my question for you is, do you think there's a lack of Christian pop in New York right now?
Of course. I mean, I know that it exists. Like, the more that I ingratiate myself in this space, I'm starting to see that there's such a community out there. It's more about, are you, like, you know, where are these spaces being held? I think the idea is that they're very insulated, and I think that's a good thing. Sometimes we view exclusivity as a bad thing. I think there's a reason why it could be insulated, because at that point it's like you're building the community inside, so then when you go outside you can touch more people in numbers. But I feel like in regards to Christian music or Christian pop, Christian hip hop or whatever, I think what it is there's probably a lot of people that do it. It's still, I think, in the local indie space, you're finding music that's still sounding outdated Christian hip hop. Where back in the day when people used to hear Christian hip hop, like, ugh, look at them trying to be something. You know what I mean? It's like, it sounds corny. It sounds like a cornier version of what we got on the radio. And I think now, that's why you're starting to see a lack of it. But however, though, there's a big shift in the industry, in the mainstream music spaces, that people are kind of divvying up and wisening up to, like, yo, just because we're claiming Christian doesn't mean that our music has to suffer and sound bad. We can make great music that anybody can listen to, but still preach the message that we're trying to preach, that Jesus is alive and that he's king. And so I just personally feel like that I'm trying to contribute to that with making music that it, like, even when you hear stuff like Temperature, Caribbean Girls, if you know me for a certain quality, that quality is not going away just because the message is changing. We're still keeping the same quality of music, we're just changing the message.
Now, before I ask the question Rock wants me to ask, right? I'm putting you on the spot because it's been very hard for me to choose between the two songs. But which Stand On It version is Josh so excited to hear when it goes on shuffle?
I think right now, and it's not that anything is better, it's about what I've just lived with more. I've lived with Stand On It. Like I said, I've lived with Stand On It since the ending of December going into January. You know what I mean? Like, I've lived with that beat. I've lived with that music like for months on end. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and so by the time it got released, I think that I wasn't annoyed of it, but I was just like, okay, I need to take a break from this song. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still gonna promote it just as passionately, but I just felt like I need to take a break. When the remix was created and when Akira made that beat, it just refreshed everything in me, in the vibe of everything. So right now, like, I'm excited to always hear the remix. However, though, Stand On It, the original version, it holds a very specific, precious, sacred space in my heart. You know what I mean? It was my first ever Christian song, and it just set me on the trajectory of where I am now as a Christian artist for sure. But I mean, I love both versions. Tonight is something special. I won't say what we're doing, but it's very interesting how we're gonna do it tonight.
I am so excited to see your set today.
It's a lot of unreleased music, man,
Holy
and I
crap.
think the idea Rock has heard. We did sound check before you got here, and if you ask Ace, he has a lot of words. You missed a lot. You missed a lot. Ace has a lot of
I
words,
blame the Knicks.
but we have a go Knicks, bro. Knicks in 5.
Knicks
I
in
was not.
5.
I
Not 5,000. 5 or 5,000.
period. You feel me? What I'm saying, we had the parade today, and I wasn't there, but you know, it's still New York all day. But no, it's all unreleased music that no one has really heard, and you know, it's all for a reason. We're working on something in silent, but it's going to come out very soon. But I'm excited to share, and just honestly, like, for me, it's all about just letting people know where I am, and also just, you know, to encourage people here today. You feel what I'm saying? I think we're pretty much the only ones that's coming with this type of energy, and that's a great thing. You know what I mean? Because I think it'll resonate with people more. You know what I mean? 100%.
My love, in the meantime, tell them where they can find you.
You can find me. What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Josh Banton.
Banton.
Banton. You know what I'm saying? You can find me everywhere at Josh Banton. 2 N's.
Yeah!
You can find me everywhere at Josh Banton. 2 N's. If you don't have them, you won't find me without them. You feel what I'm saying? Every platform. Stand On It, the music video with featuring Jazzy J is out now. Stand On It, the remix featuring Zaire, the visualizer is out now. All music is out on all
AKA another
platforms.
music video.
You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, man, like, just stay tuned. We're gonna do some great things tonight, and hopefully, you know, it turns into something that you all could. Well, I'll just say this: I was at the studio the day before I got here, and we're doing that tonight.
Yeah!
That's gonna be very interesting. So
Yeah.
I ain't never do something like this. So stay tuned with me. Tap in with me. Tap in with Rockview and Ivy Productions, KDK.
Yeah.
You can do your outro. Let me not do your outro for you. Go ahead.
It's summertime, but make it Jesus. We are Rawrrzone on location.